Watching someone eat gross-tasting jelly beans, or a ghost pepper, or a spoonful of cinnamon, or suffer in more extreme ways, is a kind of strange thing to like to do, but it's part of what keeps us alive. We are curious, even if the outcome could be bad. We often find uncertainty more unpleasant than unpleasant certainty. At least if we look, we know. There's a neurological basis for exploring in the face of danger. We become more attentive and alert when we are frightened, which makes sense. Neurotransmitters like norepinephrine and dopamine are released when we are scared, physically and mentally preparing us to take on a threat or successfully escape from it. Dopamine is famously part of the brain's reward system. Dopamine is released in response to pleasurable things like sex and food. But that doesn't mean that our brains find disturbing things pleasurable. It's more interesting than that. When dopamine systems are inhibited in laboratory animals, they will cease to seek out food and literally starve to death. Because they no longer find food fun? No. If food is placed in their mouths, they will consume it and express signs of satisfaction. Evidence like this suggests that the brain contains systems that motivate seeking, approaching, and curiosity for their own sake. This has implications in the study of compulsive behavior. Just because you want to do something doesn't mean you like it. The rush of chemicals into our brains and bodies when we are scared help us when the threats are real, but if the threats aren't real, or if we are safely distant from them and merely spectating, the same chemicals still appear, making us more attentive, more curious, and making it more difficult to look away. In the early 1900s, Eugene Louis Doyon published incredible images of corpses he cut into stackable slices. The images are amazingly macabre, but yet utterly fascinating, and a wonderful reminder of what we are literally made of. We often feel like we need an excuse, like Halloween or anatomy homework, in order to look at things like that without coming across as a total weirdo. I mean, come on.